Hi there and welcome to Busternet. Before we begin today's show, I want to thank everybody for continuing to support our Patron channel. Now, for all the patrons who have signed up, don't forget that you have access to the Discord app, which allows you to do voice and chat communications with others in the community. And this is fantastic, especially if you want help anytime of the day or if you want to get updates on things that are happening. And some of the things that we do, we continually keep updating our Busternet Patron playlist with videos, and as you can see, we already have something like 23 videos that are exclusively available only to patrons. These cover quick tactics as well as a fantastic series called the Adapting series, where I actually spend a lot of time talking and going through making changes in game. So there are a lot of changes in game, and I explain why these changes are done and why these changes are needed. And this was a request for the by the patrons, and I put this series up, and quite a few of the future shows are going to incorporate these elements that I covered in this show. Don't forget, these videos are continually updated. The first teamers and the legends and the superstars have also got access to the patron coaching playlist, which also has videos that are exclusive only to them. These include future videos on transitions as well as some of the newer videos about shape that I've already uploaded. So don't forget to check these out. And if you're not already a member of our Patron chat or our Patron community, then it's pretty easy. All you gotta do is visit www.patron.com/busternet. All the information is there. If you donate to keep this channel up, you get a book plus, or you also get access to our Discord chat as well as exclusive content only available to patrons. Now it's time for us to go catch up with Gloucester and see how they're doing in League One. Gloucester's early league form was okay. Our goal, as I've covered in the show, whenever I play LLM, is to be defensively solid and also to make sure that I am one of the hardest teams to beat away from home. So our goal was very simple. Away from home, we made it very hard for us to lose matches. Naturally, we did lose to sides like Millwall. We lost away to them 3-1, and we've had some defeats away from home. We've also had some really, we had a very bad run in November where we couldn't win a match in like 7 games. But then we bounced back and we went on an incredible streak of wins as well as a tough series of matches which we navigated in December and January. Now, I've covered a lot of these in the Adapting series videos, which are exclusive to patrons. In them, I've actually shown how I take a tactic and then, based on something that's happening in the game, I adapt roles and duties, or sometimes even change a tactic completely. Sometimes we win and sometimes I escape. Like against Rotherham, this was a match we were not playing well at all. Okay, we completely dominated them, but we couldn't even break them down. I tried every single thing in the game to break them down, and we couldn't until it was 5 minutes left. Until there were 5 minutes left on the clock when I realized how idiotic I was becoming. And then against Birmingham here, 0-0. We played defensively against Birmingham. We lost Reyes Alasani, but then we still managed to create three clear-cut chances. Unfortunately for us, my defensive outlook didn't really give me a lot of opportunities to nail the game. And now we've got another match against Millwall. We've already lost to them 3-1 away. Now we face them at home. I've already covered how to analyze opposition reports. So we received their opposition report, and I've covered this in an exclusive show for patrons, where I looked at how you can use certain skins to tell you what their roles and instructions are if you really wanted to, or you can even see their mentality, roles, duties. There are some skins in the game that allow you to do that. Well, well, I've already covered in an exclusive show for patrons how I do opposition reports, and I also showed you how you can use certain skins to tell you what the roles and duties are of the opposition. I don't like using those kind of skins, so I've stuck to using my CFM skin. What you do know from that video was that they have a fullback on defense on the right flank in their 4-2-3-1, and they've got two rather interesting roles in the middle of the park. Now, I'm hoping that we will be able to overpower them. So what I've done is I'm not going to be using my 4-4-2 against their 4-2-3-1. Instead, we're going to use a very I would call this like a defensive 4-3-1-2. Notice I've got two defensive midfielders here, plus one attacking midfielder in the middle, and I've got these fullbacks coming up to around here to lend support. So we are hoping to hit them with early crosses as well, and we're going to use this system against Millwall. So essentially, for the match against Millwall, based on the scouting report, I have to set up a strategy where I take over the midfield, and that's what I'm looking for in all my transitions. That I win the midfield battle. So option A is to make sure that their two ball-winning midfielders don't get too much say in the game. So here we have I've set up my 4-3-1-2 for this tactic, and this is the tactic that we're going to use in the match. So we're going to set everything up, and we're heading into the game, and we're going to say hello to Millwall. Straight out, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna keep things simple and try a very simple strategy. I'm not gonna try and overcomplicate things, but we are at home, and I want to try and take this match onto control and fluid, and we shall adjust our defensive line in the match as the match wears on. Comprehensive Hewitt with the ball to Hickford. Now I have two defensive minded midfielders. So I need to see if my two wing backs or my full backs are isolated. If they are, then I have to change the roles of the two. Hickford to Kennedy, Kennedy to Hewitt, to Kennedy again. Kennedy is doing okay. Lardom with the throw, plays it to Jones, Black to Lardom. Lardom's ball is Hewitt read that really well. Plays it back to Finch. Finch to Hanks. Hanks to Hardy. Hardy shoots early. Each 1 minute in. Still nothing much that I can see from this game. But once again, I'm more concerned that my fullbacks are not part of the attacking play. If they're not part of the attacking play, these two roles are going to be changed almost immediately. Postigo with the ball to Powrick. Powrick out wide to Ladom. Ladom comes charging at our defense to Garner. Garner, the boys have done okay, and I immediately have one concern now. So let's stop the match at this point and look at the teams and the players. So I'm now looking at the team ratings at the moment. The player ratings for the opposition. So they've got three midfielders that I need to be worried about, and all of them have 6.8 at the moment. So they're managing to get they are probably managing to get a fair bit of passes completed in midfield too. So at the moment, I want to be looking at the three players in midfield and making sure that our players are doing a pretty good job on them. So the players I'm looking for are 21 and 5. If 21 and 5 are having too good of a game, then my strategy is not working. So 21 is at the moment made only one pass, and 5 as well. He's made two passes, and he's had one interception. So I'm really going to be paying attention to these two players in the game. 7 minutes in, Jones again, free kick directly at Keto. Again, Jones to Ladom. Ladom, Dick Steele wins the ball, clears the danger. Okay, so immediately I think that this is not working. So I got two options. I can either go to this strategy, which is a 4-1-2-1, which now has two players in midfield that's going to give him a headache. So I've got Finch, I can push him here. Then I got Hewitt and Dick Steele. So now I've got a few players I have to play out of position. I've got Hardy, Virtanen, and Hanks. So we're going to switch to this tactic for a while to see whether or not we can get control back in the game. So we're going to switch over to this tactic right now to try and control midfield. So after about 10 minutes, I'm noticing that they are getting a lot of opportunities to strike at my goal. And it's probably happening because their midfield is, if we can win the midfield battle, then we shouldn't be seeing their players so high up the pitch. Doherty, as you can see, the changes are still being made, and you can see how high up the pitch their midfielders are getting. They're all over here. 21 is here, and then 3 is here. So they are pretty high up the pitch. These are the two midfielders, 21 and 5. But, they have got players like Ladom, the fullback, is actually here at the moment. To Virtanen, to Hanks, to Hardy. We want to also penalize Ladom for going out of position. To Hardy, now to Virtanen, to Hanks, to Dick Steele. Dick Steele plays it to Hardy. Hardy now to Kennedy. Kennedy to Dick Steele, shoots, haha, and we get a goal. I'm trying my best here to commentate on this while doing the show, as I wasn't feeling well. So every 2 seconds, I end up coughing. So I have to try my best. So we made the change in the match. The idea here was to try and nullify the presence of the two midfielders so that we can push through the middle. And the other thing I was noticing was that their fullback Lado would always drift into the middle, and this should leave. We are hoping that this gives us opportunities down their right flank too. Hewitt wins the ball. Oh, he does so well. Hewitt with the ball. Can he do something more? Can he pass the ball? No, he can't. Oh, yeah, yeah. To Jones Finch, the DM. He loses that too. Garner. I think my here after that passage of play, the first thing you want to do is to see whether or not your player has got passing instructions that are encouraging him to try different things. So if he's got direct passes or you have him as a playmaker, then that's a problem. So he's got fewer risky passes. I'm gonna remove that because he's been. I don't know what caused him to not want to play the pass out, but I'm gonna remove fewer risky passes from him. Jones to Dick Steele. Ah, so we've done it. We've made a quick change to our tactic because the three in my middle, the three in my three-man midfield were a configuration where I saw my two central midfielders sitting too deep. So now I've got two more central midfielders that are sitting a lot higher. So we're hoping that this puts a lot more pressure on them and forces them to come up, to actually come high up the pitch. And this should play to our strengths. Pauric is under a lot of pressure and he has to play the ball back to Meekings. Meekings to Ladom. This is their fullback who always ends up in the central areas of the pitch. Damon to Flanagan, Flanagan to Hardy, and we're hoping that this we can punish. Pauric to Doherty, to Pauric again to Jones, to May. Now the boys are forming quite a wall at the back, so I'm gonna try and make things a bit more harder for them. So we're gonna now go on to. So I got two options to make this harder for them. I could either go very fluid now. Everybody's the same mentality. So our transitions are gonna be more of my players are gonna come back. They're gonna create a better wall behind. However, in terms of an attacking strategy, I might have problems during transitions. So my players up front better be damn good at holding up the ball. Dick Steele to Finch. Finch back to Damon. Now to Dick Steele. Dick Steele looks around for support, finds Flanagan. Flanagan out to Vertanen. Vertanen cuts inside, plays it to Hanks. Hanks, oh, he loses the ball. That's what I mean by holding up the ball. Hewitt to Finch. Finch to Dick Steele. Dick Steele back to Finch. Finch is so high up the pitch now. Plays into space, and we get a corner. Joe Hanks to the corner. Plays it to Hardy. Hardy, what a cross. Gets back to Hanks. Hanks has a chance. No, he does not. Plays it to Kennedy. Kennedy steps up. Okay, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna flood the midfield area even more. So we got a CM on attack, and now I'm gonna turn this guy into one of my favorite roles in the game, the inverted wingback on support. And then after that, I'm gonna ask him to close down even more. Kennedy, Finch is gonna pick up a card, I reckon, from James Adcock. Yep, Finch picks up a card. Dick Steele reads that. Hickford plays it back to Damon. Damon to Dick Steele. Dick Steele out to Flanagan. Vertanen picks up the loose ball. Plays it down to Finch. Finch to Hewitt. Hewitt to Hanks. Kennedy comes out to support them now. Hanks to Hardy. Hardy to Hewitt. Oh, Hewitt tries off from range. I'm not going to work ball into box at the moment because on transitions, their players are very fast and they will hit us on the break. So we're going to keep this going, and the boys should be able to do a lot better after the half. Davis to Ladom. Ladom to McFadden. To Davis. To Jones. To Garner. Finch reads that. Comes away with it. Okay, we're going to make a slight change. Hewitt is going to drop back. Dick Steele is going to come here, and Finch is going to become a box-to-box midfielder. Kennedy to Hardy. He's brought down by Sergio Postillo. Okay, we have a throw to defend. Hardy clears a throw, but only as far as May. Jones now to Davis, and it goes straight into the keeper's hands. Okay, we've got 1 goal lead, and now the plan is to defend this 1 goal lead. Hardy to Davis, out wide to May, Jones to Garner, to Powerade. Powerade shoots, and Kato is forced into a save. So what we're gonna do now is I'm not gonna play very fluid. Now I'm gonna play structured, pass into space, and we want to hit this team on the break. So we're gonna do mixed crossing as well. Stevens with the corner, Kato rising up. My first strategy is now they're attacking us. We've gone to a highly structured shape so that we can hit them on the break. And the other thing that I want to do is I also am thinking of going retain possession very soon. Finch to Dick Steele, Dick Steele to Hardy. Hardy looks around, finds Finch. Finch looks up. There's no runs from anybody, so he's forced to play the pass to Kennedy. Hardy out to Vertanen, back to Hardy. Hardy now to Flanagan. The fullback is very high up the pitch, forced to go backwards. He has plays the ball back to Damon. Damon plays it to Flanagan. Flanagan to Finch. Finch to Hardy. Hardy to Vertanen. And Joe Hanks. Oh, that should have been a goal. We drew them out and we should have scored a goal. Damon boots it to Meekings. And Hardy wins the ball. Under pressure, the goalkeeper was under a lot of pressure. He took his time with that and almost was made to pay the price. Finch to Flanagan. Flanagan, the pass is red. Davis now into space. Go straight to our keeper. Okay, 17 minutes. Now we want to retain possession. No more pass into space. Oops, sorry. We want to retain possession now. Yeah, try and wind down this match. And we're gonna make a few changes. Jack Finch is playing at 6.9, but Joe Hanks is not playing too well. We are gonna make a few changes. 5 minutes left on the clock. We can't afford to make one change. We're gonna take Joe Hanks off and bring on our Cantona, who doesn't like to tackle and do anything else. All he does is like to become a body. Kennedy to Hickford. Hickford to Damon to Finch. Now to Flanagan. Flanagan into space of Vertanen. Vertanen, what has he done? He basically just stood there and just said, take the ball, please, guys. Finch to Flanagan. Flanagan to Hewitt. Back to Flanagan. Now to Damon. To Hewitt. To Dick Steele. Back to Finch. Finch is playing as a box-to-box midfielder because he can't tackle anymore. So he swapped his role with Hewitt. And Finch is making a good dash, almost forcing the keeper into a mistake. We could have made it. Already now we've had a few clear-cut chances that we should have put in. Stevens to Wagstaff. Wagstaff crosses it. Damon clears the danger. Jones again shoots Kato, equal to the danger. Well, we've done okay. We've adapted to a certain sequence of events, and they actually have, they've lost their substitutes. They have no more substitutes they can make. So we're not gonna push it anymore. We're doing quite well. Uh, yeah, Millwall actually had more shots on goal, but we made ours count. Kennedy to Bell. Bell goes wide. He's my Eric Cantona. Doesn't do anything in the game in terms of tackling. But we just wish he had some of Cantona's skills. Damon, Finch. Again, they're gonna try. They've got not much time left on the clock. I think we've done enough. Yes, we have. Gloucester have done enough. They take revenge on Millwall, and we've beaten them this match. Well done, Nats. It's a pretty good result, considering the fact that we only had 6 shots on target. This match was fairly interesting. It was a 1-0 win. But we did enough in this match, and our player of the match happened to be Michael Kennedy. Yes, Kennedy had such a good game. The fullback was always a danger going down the flanks. We had to change our tactics midway through the game, and I realized that my configuration of three wasn't enough. I still wanted to have a DM holding back to play because I was worried about this guy Joe Garner. Joe Garner was playing really well in this game, and I don't want him to get goal side, and I don't want him to create chances because he's a pretty good striker. So we actually changed our tactic to 4-1-2-2-1, which has got two more players in the opposition half, and that would allow us to win on transitions as well as control the midfield a lot more effectively. And we did that in the second half. We did a lot better after that change, and yeah, we went on to win. I'm happy. Yep, 1-0, another 1-0 win, three clean sheets in a row. We're still top of Sky Bet League One, and we've opened up a 7-point lead at the top of the table. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Gloucester City Manager Diaries. I'm trying to incorporate a bit more into this show to show you if I need to change the tactic and why I've done that. So I will start doing that more often. Previously, my shows I'd like to stick on one tactic to show people how I play the game or how to use that one tactic. But now I think it's more relevant if I start showing you how I adapt to certain changes, and this could revolve around changing roles and duties and changing a tactic entirely as I did in this show. So let me know what you think of this show, and if you want to have more information on the tactic or on this tactic or any of the tactics that I've created or on the strategies that I use in games to lock teams down, defensive strategies that I use, or how we look at opposition reports, or even quick guides on player development, then please visit www.patron.com/pasternet for more information. If you donate to this channel, you get access to all this information. Once again, I'd like to thank all my patrons for continuing to support this channel. If you have any questions, please look me up on Twitter at Busternet or at addicted2fm.com, my website. Till we meet again, you have a good one. Bye bye.